Welcome to Toffee TV. It is the Everton News Daily. This video is brought to you by OneFootball. OneFootball is the place you can find all the latest scores, stats and news all in one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link in the description. Well, today, Lookman has been linked with a move away from Everton. He has been linked with a move to Southampton. It's believed Southampton coach Ralph Hasenhüttl is believed to want to sign the winger, 20-year-old winger, who he had at Red Bull Leipzig or RB Leipzig. It's not really, you can't really call it Red Bull, not allowed to. RB Leipzig on loan last season. A fee of around 20 million has been mentioned, with the player only having a couple of years on his contract left. RB Leipzig did offer more last summer, but Everton wanted to keep the player, work with him and see, you know, if he could kick on this season. Well, he didn't really kick on at all, did he, this season? Whether people feel like he was given a tough ride, that's up to them. The manager obviously sees him every day in training and obviously felt he wasn't putting enough in, he wasn't showing enough, and he wasn't getting started, simple as that. So 20 million quid, could that be enough to tempt Everton at the end of the day? If it's a player who's unhappy and is a player that is seen as is not needed, and Everton could possibly go and get other targets, that could represent good business to get him off the books and use that money to look for an alternative source that he could get for around the same price and even be a better player. Hopefully, knowing the way Marcel Brands works and knows the markets in Europe. So would you take 20 million for him? Would you sell him in the first place? Would you take 20 million for him? There's also apparently still interest from RB Leipzig. So will the player be tempted by playing for a former coach, or would he rather go back to a team that he had a good spell at on loan? We'll wait and see on that. That's an out and in rumour today is Alexander Mitrovic. This one came from Sky sources, which normally means something to do with Sky Bet, but that's for, you know, a different conversation. The Fulham striker who scored 11 Premier League goals last season is valued at around £30 million. I remember when we played against them, and he did give Phil Jagielka a bit of a tough game that day, but, you know, it was Phil Jagielka, and at the end of his career, you know, Mitrovic is at a good age, at a good stage of his career. His goal scoring record isn't brilliant, let's be honest. He does seem to be that kind of player, though. We'd be looking at someone who could get on the end of crosses, someone who holds the ball up very well. I just wonder, you know, if he doesn't get the goals, can he do the other side of it? Can he do what Dominic Calvert-Lewin has been proven to do? Can he run the channels? Has he got the pace? Yes, he's physical and, you know, the ball up, but can he get in areas? Can he get Everton up the pitch where someone like Cenk Tosun has struggled? We'll wait and see. Yeah, he's someone that would be on a list for me, but just not at the top of the list. Would be a little bit further down. The problem is you pay a Premier League premium for the fact that he's just been in the Premier League and he's in England. Fulham would want a good amount of money, certainly for a player. I think he only signed permanently last summer, I think, didn't he? So, you know, he's probably got 3 or 4 years left on a contract. So, you know, 11 goals in a struggling Fulham team. That's not terrible, but I don't know. There's probably, you know, the manager and Marcel Brands will look at a lot of things with the player. You know, does he fit the system? Is he mobile enough? Can they get him mobile enough? Would they get him fitter and stronger? You know, take a little bit of weight off him to be able to be that player. That's what they've got to look at, certainly. But that one's come from Sky sources today, who also said we were looking at a right back, a right winger, a centre midfielder, and a centre forward. So they're thinking we're going to have a very busy summer, and obviously are trying to get the betting markets going. Another piece of news today: Richarlison has been picked for the Copa America, which will take place in Brazil. Brazil play Bolivia on their first game on the 14th of June. So stick that in your calendars. You'll all want to be watching that. Some football to watch over the summer. We expect Yerry Mina will be involved with Colombia as well. So a couple of Everton players taking part, which will be good. There is a video of him where he found out the news, and he was absolutely ecstatic, and it's fantastic to see a player like that. You know, he's been in he's been in the Brazil squad since around October, November, hasn't he? He said that was one of his dreams. He said one of his dreams was to get in the Brazil squad while playing at Everton. I think a lot of people almost laughed at him, suggest he couldn't do it, but he did it, and now he's going to be playing in the Copa America in his own home. And I know a lot of the games are going to centre around Rio de Janeiro as well. So for him, it's going to be fantastic that he's going to have the honour of playing in that game. So brilliant. He'll have his hands full this summer, as will Yerry Mina. So it's something to follow, as I said. So that's about it for today. There's a few other stupid rumours going around, which I won't dignify by talking about on the Everton News Daily. Make sure to check out all our videos this week. Join us on Patreon if you want more videos. Give all our videos a like. Click that thumb, because it really helps the videos. It tells YouTube that you like the video and you want other Evertonians to find our videos if they haven't already. Thanks for watching Toffee TV. I'll see you later.